Alright, the last thing we're going to show you is how to crack Windows passwords. We're just going to boot back into Backtrack 2, as usual. But this time we don't need to be able to write to the drive, so having the drive only be read-only is fine. Just navigate to that config folder once again. Alright, the first thing we need to do is extract the system key from the system file. To do this, we use a program called bkhive. Just type in bkhive, the location of the system file, and then where you want to store the extracted sys key. Alright, next we're going to use samdump2 to extract the password hashes. Just type in samdump2, the location of the SAM file, then the location of the sys key that you already extracted with bkhive, and then we're just going to pipe that to a password file. Alright, if you look at the extracted password hashes, you'll notice it's a little bit different than the password hashes that were for Linux. First there's the username, then the user ID, and for an administrator it's always 500. And then you'll see two sets of password hashes. Basically, the first one is known as the LAN-MAN, or LM password hash. And basically what it does is it takes your password, converts it all to uppercase, and then splits it into two 7-character chunks, and then encrypts them separately with DES. As you would assume, it's much easier to crack LM passwords than most types of password hashes, because you're only cracking two separate, very short passwords. But in later versions of Windows, they completely removed the LAN-MAN, so if you're trying to crack passwords on a Vista machine or an updated XP machine, you're not going to get the LAN-MAN password, so you're going to have to crack the next password, which is the NT hash. And basically, it can take uppercase and lowercase characters and encrypts it with MD4. Obviously, since it's not split in half, it takes a lot longer to crack the NT hash than the LAN-MAN hash. So if you find a system that has the LAN-MAN hashes on there, always try to crack those first, because it'll take a lot less time. Alright, now that we've dumped the password hashes and you've seen it, you can take this password dump and use many different programs to crack the passwords. You can use Backtrack 2, we'll use John the Ripper first. You can use Kane on Windows, and then we'll show you Offcrack a little later on. Alright, just go to the John folder like we did before with Linux. Tell John where the password dump is. It's just temp pass, so that's where we put it. By default, John the Ripper will do a brute force attack on every single hash. That means it's trying to crack the NT hash, it's trying to crack both LAN-MAN hashes and whatever else is in there. So you can specify which users you want to crack by using the -- user equals, and then the username. And also you can specify which password hashes you want to crack, and you can do that by doing -- format equals whatever one you want. And we're going to specify NT just because usually you won't find a LAN-MAN password. And also, like before, you can specify a word list, and I'll just do that real quickly and crack the password. As you see, the password is infinity. Next, we're going to show you Offcrack Live CD, which basically all you have to do is pop it into that Windows machine, and it'll boot up just like Backtrack does, and it'll search through your mounted devices for Windows password hashes, and it'll automatically start trying to crack it. Alright, right when it boots up, it says that it found a partition with some password hashes, and then the Offcrack program will run. And right away it'll start trying to crack those passwords. And the nice thing about Offcrack is that it already has these rainbow tables built into it, and we'll cover rainbow tables in a later episode. But basically, it has a table full of known passwords and their hashes, so it can crack it very quickly. And as you can see, it takes a matter of seconds to crack those LM passwords with those rainbow tables, and then crack the NT password from that. Also, you can just save the extracted passwords and then crack with another program like Kane or John the Ripper, or whatever. And here's these tables. They only provide you with free LM tables, rainbow tables. You have to buy the NT rainbow table, so it kind of sucks, but whatever. Alright, that's about it for off-crack, and then we're just going to show you how to use Kane. Alright, well basically you can use Kane to extract local hashes, so like if you're already logged into your Windows computer, you can extract from that computer, or you can import saved passwords like from off-crack. Well, we're just going to show you how to import them from the local machine. And then you can just crack it the normal way, with a dictionary, brute force, whatever. And yeah. There's a lot of programs that provide the same kind of service, like LC3, which I think they're the same people that make off-crack. I'm not completely sure. And there's like SAM Inside, but I just use Kane because it's free. It might not be the fastest or the best one. Like LC5 provides a lot of different features, like a combinational dictionary tag where it adds like numbers to the end of dictionary words, which comes in handy, but it costs money, so whatever. If you want to add an extra layer of security to your PC to prevent people from cracking your passwords, you can always add a BIOS password, which will require you to type in a password when you boot your computer.
Alright, well that is it for this episode on cracking local passwords. You guys got to keep tuning in. We're hoping to get out a lot of videos coming up here. Hopefully one every couple of weeks. We're not sure though. We're on summer break now, so we have a lot of time to put into the website. I'm of course Knox, and this is Patch. Take it easy.